at the door. Okay. Mom took off her oven mitts and went to the front door. She could hear Dad's voice, but a much clearer, higher-pitched voice echoed down the entry hallway. "Oh, ma'am. Good morning." With the voice of Claire? What's she doing here at this hour? I was supposed to meet Amelia today during the afternoon for some schoolwork. Well, of course. She told me some friends of hers were coming over. I went downstairs and into the hallway. A shouting girl with red hair and blue eyes was standing in my doorway. It was definitely Claire. Okay. Hey, Claire. Amelia. Well, I'll leave you two alone. I don't want to interrupt. By the way, there's lasagna and melon juice. Melon juice. If either of you will like it. Thank you, ma'am. That's very kind of you. Mom smiled at both of us and went back to the kitchen. Come in, please. Must admit I didn't expect to see you at this hour. Oh, am I too early? A little bit, yes, but that's okay. I didn't have anything more important to do. So sorry, Amelia. I was a bit bored at home and I guess I rushed too much to be on time. Don't worry. Mom is happiest to have people over. A little worried that the situation would be awkward. Absolutely nothing in common with this girl. So Claire seemed nice and gentle enough. Just for little conversation topics, Amelia. Can't be that complicated. You're good at this. We'll see. So, how do you feel about having Mr. Harrison back? Mr. Harrison? I believe he's back at school. You know, he hasn't been back since his wife died in that car accident. We were all so worried about him. But it's a good sign to have him back. It means he's feeling better. Only we can hope. Sounds like you have a good relationship with him. Ooh, Mr. Harrison's always supported me with, well, some personal problems. You're right. When I was feeling stressed about exams, I could always count on him for a pep talk. It's a shame what happened to his wife. Hope the professor can get his life back on track. Conversation flowed pleasantly. I confirmed that Claire was quite nice. Right now I don't understand why Madison feels so much contempt towards her. Actually, I do know the motives behind it, and yet it would be hard for me to hate Claire if she was my boyfriend's ex. As if I had a boyfriend, of course. Time passed, and a few minutes later, at 5 o'clock, Andrew and Madison arrived in my house. Howdy, Mrs. Smith. Madison, dear, lovely to see you. Hi, Mrs. Smith. Or was that Mr. Smith? Yeah. And Andrew, Madison's brother. Well, this is the famous Andrew. Mia has told me so much about you. Oh, really? Mia talks about me a lot? I wanted the floor to swallow me up. Mom is, on the other hand, friendly and very supportive. On the other hand, the person who makes the most unwelcome and uncomfortable comments, at least to me. It's a bad comment, I know. I probably have to say it again. Oh, no, not at all. Andrew was a little flustered. Not flustered, but blushed. And I say little because no level of embarrassment that any human being could feel compared to how I feel right now. And Mom, what's such witty things to say? No, honey, sometimes I wonder if I should have been a stand-up comedian. Okay. Everyone in the room laughed at that, except me. Mom, you're more than a basket case. But through it all, Mom is still the person who understands me the most, and always there to support me when I need it. So is Dad, but a recent promotion as department head has caused us to drift apart due to how little time he spends at home. The situation only got more complicated with the move a few weeks ago. That alone has caused a constant element of stress at home. Aside of them, we have no close family living in the same city, so we're pretty much on our own in that regard. Maybe this is exactly why, since high school, I see Madison almost like a sister. Sure, sometimes we argue and I don't always agree with everything she has to say. She's the closest thing I've had to growing up with someone as if they are part of your family. While we waited for the last guest to arrive, we ate the delicious food Mom had prepared. We cracked a few jokes, forgetting for a moment that we had a job to do. Honestly, I was enjoying everyone's company. It was genuinely a nice time. Seconds, minutes, and hours passed until finally, and against all odds, Kyron arrived at my house. I suspected his arrival was not exactly pleasant. My bad mood returned as soon as I heard him mutter something. Did someone open the door? Conrad knocked on the door angrily, almost demanding that someone come running to open it for him. Nah. I will walk. I'm offered, of course, but was turned away by someone none of us would have expected. Don't worry. I will get it. You guys go ahead and enjoy yourselves. I went to the door with a smile. As this was happening, the expression on Master's face, which was one of joy at Conrad's arrival, shifted to bewilderment and anger at Claire's reaction. It's a little odd, I won't deny it, but didn't strike me as sufficient reason to arouse Madison's jealousy. Again, I'm not the one in a romantic relationship, so I have to say. Andrew as always tried to help Madison calm down, taking her hand and saying it would be okay. My mom, seeing how uncomfortable the situation was, decided it was time to leave the table. Guys, it's so nice to have a shared afternoon with you. You're so lovely. You see, I have some unfinished business, work and stuff. Dull life, I guess. I'll leave you to it. Use the whole house freely. If you need anything, I'll be in my room. A few seconds after, Mom got up from the table and went to her room. Claire returned to the dining room in company of Conrad. Madison, disgusted by the situation, roughly grabbed Andrew's hand and pushed it away. I'm fine, Andy. Conrad tossed his bag toward one of the armchairs and leaned back on it like a stranger in his own home. Oh, Amelia, I'm so sorry to arrive at your house like this. You understand, traffic, a lot of traffic, puts anyone in a bad mood, capiche? And this couch, God, there's a description of a discomfort, it might be this one. Alright, you diss my couch, you gotta go. You at least disguise your lack of manners. I wouldn't be optimistic. This fellow was barely polite enough to say hello. That's not really too much for him to ask. And that was so true. Carrot always bragged about his long career at highly prestigious institutions. Apparently manners have not been a constant at those schools. Guys, please, we're in a meeting with a goal of finishing a job. Sure you won't have any problems solving your personal issues later, will you? You know what? You're right. We shouldn't give this matter any more thought. Alright, did you bring the materials I asked for? Materials? What do you mean? Of course you didn't. I mean? What do you think I mean? Makeup and girly stuff? What, seriously? Okay. Doesn't even make any sense. What kind of world is this guy in? I'm talking about schoolwork. Work? W-O-R-K? Matt, please, tell me you brought what I asked for. Well, not exactly. We didn't even come to an agreement on what we were going to bring. I mean, it's a sketch for a magazine. What else could we need? Of course, what else could we possibly need? We just require... But what do we need to do a sketch anyway? This was enough. If I and Master arguing, we weren't going to get anywhere. Calm down, Amelia. Calm down. Okay, let's look for alternatives. Do you have drawing pencils, erasers, rulers? There's Andrew, always illuminating the situation in such an unusual way. Fortunately, I couldn't support him with such suggestions for supplies. No, not really. The movers haven't finished bringing all of our belongings yet, so a lot of my stuff hasn't been brought to this house. Sorry. Scratched my eyebrows in a futile attempt at an apology. Andrew just smiled and tried to divert attention away from making me uncomfortable. Anyway, there's no point in arguing about this. There had already been designated people in charge, so who should have brought what was asked of them. Yeah. I beg your pardon, my lord? This is not a game, Madison. You said yourself that this was no time for reapproaches. Which doesn't mean that things shouldn't be taken seriously. You know, I never fail to perform my duties. I am serious. Help us look for alternatives. What could we do? There are a couple of options. Ask neighbors if they can lend us something. Highly unlikely to have drawing equipment. Even if they did, they hardly know us in the neighborhood enough to have the confidence to lend us anyway. Maybe that's all that's left is... Can we go shopping for materials? I mean, if Miller doesn't have anything to work with, you might want to go to a stationery store nearby. Yeah, I like that idea. Of course you will like it. I mean, are there any stationery stores near your house? Let me remember. There's one about 3 blocks away, although I'm not sure if it's open at this hour. It's not exactly early, you know. So let's can walk over and buy everything we need. Harry pulls some keys out of his pocket and tosses it in there, only to catch it again. What? My car. Your car what? We can go in it, if you want. And no, it's way too close. It would just be a waste of gas. What if this nearest store is closed? We have to go to another one. Maybe a lot farther away. I have to admit that Claire had a point. It's pretty obvious that she was doing this to be on Conrad's side. What's going on between them? We gotta understand Madison's jealousy. I'm with Amelia. I don't see the point of using the car. Kara and I can go quickly in the car. That way we don't waste time. Who you with doesn't seem enough to me. Enough for what? We all go, or no one goes. Kara, I swear, if you're trying... It's enough. Let's all go in the damn car. Please. Hey, Ellen, I hate feeling like an autocrat leader and giving direction to others, but I wasn't gonna let another fight happen. Everyone nodded and headed for the exit. Thank you. Madison and Kyra got in the front of the vehicle while Andrew and Claire and I sat in the back. Kyra started the car and sped off in a few seconds. This guy had more than a couple of brain cells in his head. Expected from the time it appeared that the stationery store nearby was closed. And I suggested we go back and leave it until tomorrow. I was sure Mr. Harrison would understand if we explained carefully. Of course, it was Conrad, nothing more and nothing less than a child spoiled by his parents, whose ability to listen to others seemed to be undeveloped. The situation with Madison was only getting worse, more so since Claire was in the same car. If our dynamic at home wasn't tense enough, things seemed to have become a little dangerous. I will not go along with apologizing to Mr. Harrison. I'll never in my life fail to deliver a single assignment, and this will be no exception. Let's find somewhere to get materials to work with them. Damn it. It's not that easy, you idiot. Even with this dead car, we haven't found another place. If it wasn't for the fact that someone was too late. Not for nothing, but I wouldn't say Conrad's fault here. I mean, it's kind of late already. Conrad's doing enough for bringing us all in his car. I'm sorry, did I really hear that? Again, the conversation became awkward and full of snide remarks. Pretty sure you understand what she said. I'm not talking to you, and don't you stand up for her. Now please, you're going to keep doing this? Sick of it, I'm sick of it. It's more than obvious that Claire is just here to spite Conrad, to spite me. No one's against you, Madison. No, I am. I can't stand a second with this girl in this car. So what? You gonna throw me out with the car running? If I have to. The hell are you talking about, Conrad? So believable. This guy talks about his girlfriend like she's an object. I'm gonna let him offend my friend. None of your business. Leave her know other things you're not supposed to. I'll mess with whatever business I want. You know you're nothing more than a poor, simple scholarship girl. This is it, Conrad. This is the last straw that brought the camel's back. I was not going to tolerate one more offense, and as you shouldn't. I was the most unkind and rude words that could have come out of my mouth, but Andrew interrupted me. Enough, damn it. Pressed the accelerator even harder, giving a strange sense of adrenaline to the encounter. Though what was happening wasn't enough. It's supposed to be just Conrad not coming along. Because of someone nasty, we're in this situation now. Are you gonna say it's my fault? Evidently you were never invited in the first place. Now we're on top of a vehicle moving at full speed down the highway you originally planned to come on. Conrad was seriously veering off the road. Damn, second, where are you taking us? Oh, you want to fight so badly? Suddenly to the point where our words instinctually would miss the engine noise and the wind buffing against us. Wow. This man's fucking psychotic. Crazy, and this time I wasn't wrong at all. Now are you trying to kill us? Alright, this isn't funny. Stop the damn car now. Should have thought about it a lot before you got in. We're in this. There's no turning back now. Andrew and I were each holding on tightly to some part of the seat, whatever we could, as if it really would have protected us from a crash. I feeling stressed or angry, I was not really worried about my safety. If you survive this, I swear I will report you for attempted murder. Probably would have reported you for jealousy before. It's not even a fucking crime. Well, it would be a shame, a great shame, if the lives of Mr. Harrison's 5 beloved students ended here and now. From the heat discussion, the silhouette of what appeared to be a person in the middle of the road was caught in everyone's vision. Watch out! Okay. We only have a couple seconds to react. Car slammed on the handbrake, bringing the car to a screeching halt. My head bounced off the back of the seat in front of me, hurting my neck in the process. I starts me on him, like, instantly. First part was the raw sound of the car slamming into whatever we hit. Inside the car, and there was silence for a few seconds, neither of us knowing how to react or what to say. My eyes unfocused, my mind barely recovering from the impact. One of us managed to verbalize something. Sad. Harlan swallowed hard and stopped himself. He knew perfectly well what had happened. We hit a human being. And right now, with the force of the impact, that person is probably living his last moments. Harlan with the person got out the car, knocking on the door accidentally because of the speed at which he got out. And I quickly followed Kyron's lead, and in a few seconds the rest of us were behind him. All around us was a small shack. In the distance we could barely make out a few houses. But in front of us was only the road. Not in sight was a human being or animal that we ran over. We were 5 high school students in the middle of the road far from the city. There's nobody here, right? That was a few seconds ago. We're all dumbfounded. The event had just occurred seemed to completely unexplainable. Yeah, and only made us more confused than we already were by the shock. Pretty sure there was a person on the road. I saw him. Of course there was a person. Didn't you hear the sound when we hit it? An animal, maybe? I'm pretty sure anyone wouldn't make such a loud noise. You'd be surprised. So what, we hit a person and magically disappeared? That's stupid. Whatever side we looked at, it just happened to make no sense at all. 5 of us were uselessly trying to find some kind of explanation for it. Another person ran away or something. No way. That's not possible. I don't think a human being, at least an ordinary human being, could have survived the impact. Much less think they got up and had the time to leave. Alright, did you see if the body was lying on the road? Of course I did. I even stared at him for a few seconds. It was a person, I'm sure of it. Did you realize who it was? A man? A girl? Who? I don't know, damn it. It was all happened too fast. But I'm sure we hit something. I have no doubt about it. I would have used the handbrake in the first place. And all of that, you all saw it too. It could be anything. The only thing we have for sure is whatever we hit disappear in just a couple of seconds. For a few minutes we all were silent, each one of us trying to think of an explanation, maybe something to say at least. Something that made sense in this madness. But the vast majority of us were barely aware of ourselves at this point. It almost seemed like a fictional story, something you've been told, not something you expect to live. Silence was broken when one of us spotted something that caught our attention. What's that, guys? They raised her hand, pointing to an object just a few feet in front of us. So they approached the object, being able to see more and more clearly what it was. Just inches away, we stopped. Open book staring blood, drawings, and marks of all kinds. The book appeared to have been simply left on the roadside amidst the bushes and dirt. Several unidentifiable symbols, the symbols that seemed to be taken from a grimoire? A what? Goddamn. A grimoire. Look at the markings. There's pentagrams, writing in all sorts of languages, and these symbols, they're ancient ruins. What's a book like that doing in the middle of the road? And more importantly, why is it stained with blood? We were silent for a few minutes. We were all thinking and probably each processing everything that was happening and trying to come up with a logical explanation. Did it have one? This one just felt so surreal, so otherworldly. It was as if in a moment every thought had stopped, every part flowing in my own life, just to make me reflect on this very moment. I had enough for the day. It's time to go. I wouldn't get in the car with him again. I'll be damned. Damn, no. This is stupid. We were just wasting our time. I'm not moving from here before I understand what happened. Come on, Julia. Nothing else to do here. Guys, we were just gonna leave the book here? Claire's right, we can't just leave. We ran over a person, for goodness sake. Yeah, we didn't run over anyone. I'm sure it was just the animal. So what's gonna happen tomorrow? Are we gonna assume none of this happened? I mean, we can't do anything. And I think I speak for everyone here. No one here will leave without first checking to make sure no one was hurt. But that's not the situation. We're fine. I promise we won't just leave it at that. But for now, it's time to go. So tired. It's been an exhausting day. Looked again at the book line on the road and blurred my vision. There's something else here. Something had to mean all this. Deep down and right, we can't do anything else. For now. This is what you lack. The control left us to. Please, Madison, I never imagined this would happen. That's enough. We're not going anywhere arguing about this. Karen, would you please take us all home? I don't mean to abuse that we're in your car, but if we're here, it's partly your fault. No problem. I was gonna do it anyway. What are we gonna tell Mr. Harrison tomorrow? We didn't even finish the sketch. I don't give a shit about that magazine or what Miss Harrison might tell us. We'll worry about that later. We were talking about what happened and we were already planning out what we're gonna do tomorrow. But I couldn't be like them. I was lost in my own thoughts. I felt as if it was just the beginning, as if we were pulling back the curtain on a nightmare. A horrible nightmare that was just beginning to show its first signs. Came home, completely depressed mood, didn't feel well at all. When I heard my unravel, came out of the room, went downstairs and turned on the living room light. Mia, is everything okay? Alright? So you come out a while ago. Do you find what you were looking for? Mom, if I were to tell you, well, I'm sure I can understand what happened. No, it's not that. It's just a very long story. It's not that late, you know? How do you like the idea of staying up on the girls' night out? Let's talk about us and enjoy our company. Doesn't that sound exciting? Well, I'm a bit tired. I know. Go to your room then. Talk about this when you're feeling better, okay? Pick a smile and give my mom a kiss on the cheek. Good night, Mommy. Good night to you. Get some rest. Went upstairs trying to keep my mind blank. Got out to my room, I felt an intense sense of discomfort. I needed to tell someone. Ask for guidance. What else was God gonna do? No one would believe what had happened to us. Your mom would tell me to think about it and turn over a new leaf. And you're right, after all. Just an incident, an unfortunate incident. I changed my clothes, I lay down in the bed and closed my eyes. Remarkably, I was able to fall asleep in just a few minutes. I lost the habit for many years. For a long time, I had to watch movies, read. Hell, even I prayed that I could fall asleep and sleep well without nightmares. Today was different, like a hint that something really changed after today. 3:20 a.m. In the calm of a full moon night, with a clear sky and enchanting breeze, the soul is still awake, waiting for the right moment to begin its ritual. Hidden in the bush near the entrance gates of the building, the man steps out cautiously, making sure there is no one around him. Confirming that he is alone, he throws himself to the ground in an area filled with dirt and grass and begins to dig. Just a bit more. A little bit more and I'll get it. I can't stop now. The glare of a sharp knife blinds the person on sight, who in his frenzy digs a hole without realizing the wounds he causes himself. Grunts, sighs, and even his own heartbeat can be heard being pumped at superhuman pressure. In a second. Has happened before. Had the exact same dream yesterday afternoon. And when I had this thought, the glow spread all around me. The dream, which I could observe in third person, had just changed substantially from the previous time. The person digging the hole begins to fade away. Every particle of his or her body reddens and heats up as if burned from the inside. When the person is consumed himself, the sound of the knife falling to the ground is heard. Something happened. What we did today changed the course of destiny. It was not a coincidence, but a parallel event that, when interconnected, prevented something from happening to us. We prevented something. Come closer. Again, I hear a series of voices, like those of a choir, echo inside me. Come closer once again. Come here. Come closer. Pushing everywhere, from me, from the air, from the leaves, from the trees, from the school. All this was at the entrance of the school. I barely noticed it. Why was I here? Come. Was there something important about the scenery, or was it just part of my own fear? Don't go away. What did this dream mean? Come here. Who is behind all this? Come here or you will die. Okay. Okay. Open my eyes suddenly. The sun rays coming through my window made me frown. Which moment? How long had I been dreaming for? I feel like I've been conned. I just sworn I just closed my eyes. It seemed impossible, at least temporarily, that it was already daylight so soon. And then, after a moment's analysis of the situation, I concluded that I simply slept too deeply. It was another nightmare, just like that last night, another nightmare. The moment I had forgotten everything about the previous day. A few seconds after waking up, all the memories came back to my mind. Did all that really happen? We ran over someone. And if everyone else says otherwise, you know exactly what happened. It wasn't an animal, it was a person. Well, clearly saw that it was a human silhouette, although we certainly couldn't make out who it was. Thinking about this when, almost as if by divine chance, just then I made a connection between the incident with the car and what I saw in my dream. I swear that there were key clues in my dream about what happened on the road. I know there's a connection, there's something else. There has to be something else. But what is it? Once I tried to think of what the connection was between my dream and the incident, I couldn't find anything to validate my theory. But the others, they have to listen to me. I'm sure they also think the same as I do. I got ready for school, washed my face, brushed my teeth, and put on my uniform. I came up to my room and offered me breakfast. As much as it pained me, I had to refuse her offer. Neither to the others need to know what I saw in my dream. Dad dropped me off at the school entrance. I barely had time to say goodbye here and wish me a good day. But I didn't care about anything else. That moment had a much higher priority. I rushed toward the classroom, looking into several students numerous times. As I arrived, I ran into my two dearest friends, Andrew and Madison. Really, you look like you just ran a marathon. Are you alright? Something happened to you? Guys, please. You should listen to me. I just realized something. Hey, really, are you okay? You look pale. I'm fine, I just... Oh, good morning. The most divine flower in this beautiful field, though. And there was Conrad, being inopportune as usual. Why am I not surprised? Don't you think for a single moment that talking to me affectionately is going to get me to forgive you for all the yesterday? Please, honey, I know that sometimes I could be troublesome, but you know perfectly well that in this heart there is only room for one woman. So that woman is... You underestimate your intelligence, lover of my loves. You know perfectly well who I mean. Some of my doubts, if I'm honest. Please, I've discovered something. I think behind all this. Just as I was about to say what I was planning, I was interrupted again. This time it was by the arrival of the headmistress of the classroom, though. Immediately everyone sat down in their respective places, including us. Although the principal had been involved in a few scandals, usually for focusing more on prestige than on the welfare of the students, at the end of the day, we all had a lot of respect for her, as she was a recognized and admired woman due to her long trajectory. So we listened attentively to the announcements she came to communicate to us, which certainly could not be something minor. She came first to talk to us. My dear students, you are a venerable offspring who give this institution a reason for being. You give us a reason why every teacher, every member of this place, chooses to come here day by day, minute by minute. And the reason is your education. Your most attentive, formal, proper education. As you may have noticed, it was only 2 days ago that Professor Ronald Harrison decided to take over his teaching duties again. Various personal reasons I am sure some of you are aware of. Mr. Harrison was absent for 3 months. We're all so happy. So excited to have him back. A cold sensation ran through my body. I was afraid of what the head mistress was about to tell us. However, I've been wanting to give you decisive and sad news. Like where this was going at all. That's what I think then. Professor Harrison won't be coming back to school. No, this is wrong. Temporarily. What? Harrison indicated that he has a viral flu. He told us this morning that he would not be able to come in for the rest of the week. I heard several times from various students, and boy did I understand them. Anyway, I'm aware that several of you have a close relationship with him, and he has been more than a teacher, a true mentor. So I'm very sorry that as soon as he got back, he had to say goodbye to you for a while. That is the end of the brief announcement. I won't interrupt you much longer. I know you have a very busy day due to the approaching spring festival. But you continue to have a great week and be proud to be part of Rasterfield Academy. I thought he was dead. Civil announcement that the teacher was sick. Too much preamble for something so simple. Anyway, I hope the professor can recover soon. It's really good to have him back with us. Hours passed slower than I ever felt in my life. Harrison class was given by a substitute teacher who had taught us before. This teacher had a rather unfavorable reputation. I would say most students prefer not to take their classes if they were given by this teacher. He was incomprehensible, rough, and even a bit rude, I would say. He was nothing more than a poor old man who kept teaching more out of pleasure than necessity, so at least I had some consideration for him and tried to participate in classes. When it finally break time, somehow I still understand Madison, Conrad, and Claire joined Andrew and I in our plan to have breakfast together. It makes me sad Mr. Harrison is absent again. Just yesterday he seemed so excited to be back. You think so? I always feel like him rather gloomy yesterday. I dare to say he was trying hard to look better. No wonder, I suppose. It can be easy to lose your wife so suddenly and then go on with your life as if nothing happened. I mean, Mr. Harrison is a middle-aged man, too young to have already lost his life partner. Looking at it from that point of view, it's even admirable that we already have him back. That he wouldn't have gone through with something similar when I'm his age, or any age for that matter. It's rather hard to believe that he showed himself to us so vulnerable, yet we still have respect for him and trust him. Hell, she was just a woman. It can't be that bad to be left without a life. Disgusting you think that she was just his wife. It's a lot about your perception of romantic relationships, you know. I don't think I could be with someone who thinks that way. Do you think that now? I didn't want to imagine how to express yourself when we were together for years. Oh, another breakup, please. I'm tired of listening to old love songs in the wee hours of the morning. And I hope you're not saying that for me, my dear little brother. No, Master, I didn't think breaking up with me would really crush your heart. You didn't crush my heart. Just one with a weakness. I have feelings too, you know. Guess so. Sometimes I wonder if you really do, my dear fiancé. Fiancé? Oh, no. No promises of marriage, please. Marriage is too unnecessary. I mean, how much is it even going to cost to marry someone? Let's forget about marriages for a second. Divorces. If I had $1 for every adult per complaining about the cost of divorces, I'd be a millionaire by now. Just a millionaire? Man, I'd be the next Bill Gates. Having divorced parents really makes you hate any subject that has anything to do with that. Why are divorces so expensive anyways? Because they're worth it, I guess. Good one, Amelia. I feel like breathing fresh air. Feel a little more de-stressed compared to how I had been the last few days. A few jokes here and there. Deep down, it felt good to share moments with these people, even if just yesterday we were almost victims of a tragedy. It was this very tragedy that almost happened, or maybe it did. What was kept me detached and removed from the school, or this world. Andrew noticed it during class, coming up to you repeatedly to check if everything was okay. And I just pretended there was nothing wrong. But deep down I was worried, anxious, and almost mortified to tell anyone what was going on in my head. Four of them were really finally together, and being all here, I could tell them to give me more importance to what happened yesterday. Is this the right time? Should I tell them now? I wasn't sure if they would believe me in the end, but I had to explain it to them. They say understand me or try to do something. I was sure of it. Now that we're all together, I would like to tell you something. About what happened last night, I think I have a little clue as to what occurred. Oh, not again, Amelia. We talked about this. Now let's talk. Julie has something to say. Thank you, Andrew. See, the more I thought about it, what I was about to say, the harder I found it to be hard to believe myself. There was no turning back now. We were here and I had to face it no matter what. Guys, just last night I had a dream. A nightmare. More like. Both of them looked at each other with confusion. It was obvious that they were not the least bit surprised at all by what I had told them. Okay. I mean, we all have dreams. Normal. You were suggestible because of. No, I didn't dream about the accident. Several days now I've had the same reoccurring dream. It's a man digging outside the school, right in front of the main door. He always has a knife in his hand, which he opens a hole in which he buries countless objects. Photos, pins, dolls, as if for some kind of ritual. Yesterday, right after we ran over, or though we ran over that person, something changed. We made a change in destiny, and our destiny. I know that because this time the dream was different. Man, my dream disappeared, and it's like nothing. Look at the person on the road. We did something, I don't know what, but we did. I'm afraid it's a bad omen, an augury that something bad is coming. It could be anything, a curse, a ritual, witchcraft, Satanism. What do I know? All I know is that there is something behind us. Something we woke up last night when we thought we ran over it. Everyone's expressions were now one of worry. For a small moment I thought they were taking me seriously. That warning had influenced them somewhat. But their faces actually reflected concern, and not what I had told them, but concern for me. Amelia, are you sure you're okay? I feel really bad. You feel really bad. We can take you to the infirmary, you know? I'm not feeling sick. I'm telling you exactly what I experienced in my dream. Please, are you talking about your dream psychology and stuff? Well, you're ruining your life, Amelia, but I doubt very much that believing that your dreams indicate the future is exactly the best way to take control. None of them believe me. They didn't believe me at all. God, I'm not kidding. I'm serious. Something very bad behind all this, and we have to do something before it's too late. Yeah, you watch too many horror movies. What? Please, you have to believe me. Madison, well, not Madison, but you don't look good. It's just you can't run into the classroom. Anxiety, panic attacks, depression, all that can be treated if you put your mind to it. You don't have to pretend to be stronger than you are, honey. What the hell are you talking about, Madison? I don't have a freaking panic attack, I don't have anxiety, I don't have depression. There's something out there wanting to hurt us. I want you to believe me. You sound like you're tripping a little bit. Sorry, girl. You have to calm down, please. I'm not gonna calm down. Our lives are in danger. Sticking on impulse, no matter how hard I tried to restrain myself, the words were stronger than I was. It's a fucking animal I ran over. A fucking animal. It was an animal and you all saw it. I ran over a person. A person who should be dead by now. You're murderers. Instead, the tears began to stream down my face, showing my true feelings. Okay. I heard a child throwing a tantrum with my face bathed in tears and sobbing intensely. Matt took my hand and then gave me a warm hug. Needed it. Really felt like I was losing my sanity. All the students around us were watching the scene. Felt embarrassed, uncomfortable, desperate, so many emotions at the same time and no outlet for them. It's gonna be okay, Amelia. It's gonna be okay. In the classes, I gotta go to the school library to study for a while. Didn't want to go home. I would have to tell Mom about what happened yesterday, and I didn't feel like that at the moment. Good afternoon, miss. Good afternoon. I was distracted. I didn't see the man at the reception desk in the library. He was the old man, well known to everyone in school. A few students were friends of him. I was not one of them, fortunately. Multiple occasions I was penalized for not returning books on time or even completely forgetting that I had borrowed them. Any interest in a particular book? No, thank you. I'm just here to study for a while. Smiled at him and then turned to where the study carrels were located. As I turned, I saw the pile of books. An idea crossed my mind. I should look for a book. More like an encyclopedia or something. Familiar, not familiar, but similar. Name and author. And I'm not sure. Can you help me find something? I have all the time in the world, kiddo. What are you looking for now? You all think that taking care of a library is a quite easy job. Believe me, it's not. It's a yes or no question. It's not waste my time anymore. We both have things to do. Yeah. Look over some encyclopedia about sorcery. I beg your pardon? It's for a school assignment, you know. Principal Gibson is aware of it. Done research on the culture of Risterfield City, and it seems that many settlements that originated here practice magic and perform spells. I know that spells aren't real, but well, it's important to know every part of history, isn't it? Child, for goodness sake, I'm a lot older than you, and I know the history of this place through and through. Sorcery? What a coincidence. A few weeks ago, I learned the book, Demonology, if I'm not mistaken. Demonology? Yes, but that's another subject. Look, I have the encyclopedia available. Man got up from his chair, walked slowly to one of the shelves, picked up a book. He dropped it roughly into my hands, causing my back to hunch under the weight of the book. Asheville City History and Traditions, Volume 1. Is there anything in here about what I asked you? No, not exactly, but it's as close as you can get to finding out if rituals are practiced by natives of this place. Thank you. How long can I take the book for? You can't. Excuse me? Miss, I don't think I need to remind you that because of your bad record, you are strictly forbidden from borrowing any books from this library. I assumed this day would come, but I never thought it would be precisely at this time. Heck, just now when I really need to research something very important. Please read the book here. Yes, of course. What you do or don't do was none of my business, miss. Anything else I can help you with then? No, I don't think so. I won't talk to him again. He's a bug. Then I have a visit and I can't waste my time with childishness. On another occasion, this man was only impolite. Today he knew how to play his card perfectly to prevent me from doing my bidding. I moved as far from him as I could read in peace. I didn't want him to bother me with any questions or to call my attention to significant things, as he always does. The cover encyclopedia showed a group of people dressed in traditional costumes of the region and gathered around a campfire. As I opened the book, I tried to locate something in the index that would be of use to me. Tribes, clothing, traditional foods. Here's something. Urban Legends and Rituals, page 748. Kind of pages quickly, seeing in the process some images of the natives in their village, which seems to be on the outskirts of what is now our city. I did an indicated page. The first thing to be found was a notice. On content, nothing more than a compilation of opinions or personal experiences of people who dwelled with the original tribes west of field before their extinction. Ultimately, what was found here seemed to lack scientific validity and were mostly tales, perhaps only legends that could not be verified because of their very nature. Barely visible image of the remains of what appears to be a ritual adorning the center of the sheet. Tribes that live in the coastal area of Westerfield have strong beliefs towards certain deities, the identities of which are still unknown. People speak of worships toward other sorcerers, gods very much their culture, and even demons. The next page listed some examples of rituals, offerings, and praises performed by the natives to have good harvest, the cure for their offspring, and even the resurrection of the dead, not the deed. Good, here must be what I'm looking for. Strong suspicion that we were being victims of some such ritual. Find no other explanation. I dreamed about a man performing the spell at the school gates. The grimmer would be found. Instead with the car on the road. What else could it be? I only a page away from confirming my suspicions were real. So with my hand, the whole truth would be revealed to me. And when I finally got the courage to do it, when I found the book, in which I found the fruit of my concern, were torn out. Well, time to wrap it up. You can't be forced to take you out of the library. With the man's warning, I focused on my attention and continued to examine the book. Next page, and the only one left in the section, was completely scratched out, with unrecognizable manuscripts on top of all the drawings and information. The rest of the page were roughly torn out, even leaving small pieces as if the person who did it barely had time to accomplish their task. Quickly got up from the table and ran to the librarian. No, if you want to tamper with the book here. I don't understand your question. Think, old man, think. His section on witchcraft. They've been torn out. It's possible. Let me check. I took out the book and realized what I mentioned was true. This man's expression was in shock and utter horror, and he would utter a single word. When he frowned, I knew that whatever came out of his mouth would not exactly be kind words. Oh, you stupid man. He is so stupid. Look, it's only a few days that... No. He was one of the first copies and it's smashed. Smashed because of your damn irresponsibility. Oh, he's such an idiot. He just wanted to reason to kick us out. Whatever, dude. Oh, I should still be nice to him. I would tell him to shove it. Also, unexpected, I was completely shocked after seeing the man's reaction. I understand why I wasn't wanting to destroy that book. Here, I guess the weirder it gets. Silence and the headache made me close my eyes. But that strange and familiar voice began to echo inside me. Here we go. In my head throbbing with every heartbeat. Really hear that, or was it just part of my imagination? First part of the question I was asking myself, answered by the voices. Guess not. So in my head, I ran down the stairs. The running was really going to save me from something that was going on inside me. What else could I do? And there was a time alone where we reflect. I maybe it will make things worse. I feel so lost. Where do I go now? What's the next step? Now the voices too, the voices from my dream, were coming into my reality. Thinking about it further, I didn't know if the voices were trying to tell me was good or bad. Never really thought about what they were trying to communicate to me or why. It's really a possibility that what they were trying to tell me was not to torment me, but to guide me on the path. Didn't know the answer to any questions, and most likely I wasn't going to find out anytime soon. But I should know. I must find out what's behind all this. I took a bus from the school bus stop and let it take me anywhere. Didn't care if I went too far away from home. I needed to think. Let myself come to a conclusion. Ended up in a well-known park in town. View of the pond, given a natural, peaceful feel. It was just what I needed. Alright, it seems like a good time to save. Let's see. How I get back to the main menu. I already saved, so it's all good. But okay, so this is the Devil's Whisper. I believe this is part 3. So yeah, so next part should be the last part. I believe I'll be wrapping it up in that video, which will be coming soon. I have a couple other games I have to play and finish wrapping up, so I'm trying to get everything done, you know, as reasonably as possible. So this video is a bit longer, but I feel like we're getting very close to the end, which is just a demo, by the way, so it's not even the full game. But hopefully y'all enjoy this game so far. If not, that's totally fine, but if y'all do, of course, don't hesitate to like, share, comment, subscribe, support the video and the channel. And if you want to play this game for yourself, everything is in the description below for y'all to do that. But if not, it's totally fine. Still, I enjoy the game, you know, what it is. It's pretty awesome. So that being said, I'm gonna end it here. So hope y'all had a good day, a good yesterday, and better tomorrow. And I will catch y'all in the next video.